It's the Weather Blender blog for the week, the 24th of May. Finally, warming up. Hi, everybody. Spencer Atkins here with you. And today, as you can see behind me, we have a little slope, right? Well, we're going to talk about the importance of slope when we're talking about where storms are going to form. It's going to be a key factor in this week's forecast. Things are warming up, though. Finally got up into the 80s, finally had a very nice Sunday, and it looks like we're going to be in the 80s pretty much throughout the rest of the week. Now, hey, the birds are getting a little loud out here. Keep it down out there. I'm trying to blog. Don't you know that? Birds. Gotta love nature. In the meantime, let's talk about what happens, speaking of nature, this week. Starting off, looking at the radar, you can see some showers, let's say in the eastern mountains of West Virginia, across the Piedmont as well. There's an area of low pressure spinning around that particular area right now. That's an upper level low. Also, there's another area of low pressure out in the ocean. All right, those are going to be spinning actually somewhat back toward the west a little bit. All right, there's a big area of high pressure to the north. Think about the clockwise flow of a high pressure, and that's going to, at the base of that high, steer those lows back in toward the shore. That's important because, once again, as you look at an area of low pressure, storms tend to form up in that zone, right? You have rising air under a low. Air rises, it cools, it condenses, you get precipitation. I'm blogging. Shh. And today's gimmick is the slope, to remind me to talk about upslope flow. And as air goes up a mountain, it cools and it condenses, and then you get the precipitation going on that side of the mountain. As air comes down the mountain, of course, it is a drying influence. Now, most of the time when the wind blows from the west to the east, well, the rain happens on the western side of the mountains, but in this case, with that area of low pressure off to the east drifting west, that means the eastern sides of the mountains in West Virginia and Kentucky are going to be facing some showers on and off throughout the week. Extra heat, extra humidity, plus the upslope flow on the eastern side of the mountains. And you'll see that on the weather models if you look at them on Monday. See some showers on the eastern slopes. Tuesday, again, showers on the eastern slopes. Wednesday, same picture. Thursday. So if you're going to plan to go on a fishing trip in the mountains of West Virginia this week, something like that, maybe some hiking, this week you're probably going to see more showers, let's say east of Summersville, than you would to the west. And it looks like the rest of the region is going to run very, very warm indeed. A quick scan of our 7-day forecast shows you all these temperatures running in the 80s until we get finally a little cold front maybe squeaking through. But even then, not really that big of a deal. Maybe some showers toward the end of the week, and then it looks like things dry out once again heading into next weekend. So that's a little bit about upslope, downslope, positions of lows, how it all comes into play. Our forecast this week, again, most of it's just going to be dry. Let's enjoy a week of outdoor fun right here on the Weather Blender blog.